Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 10-3. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, it's Bull City Hangout. I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I do invite you to click on that link on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page if you'd like to join me on camera, shoot the breeze, say hello, promote yourself, your event, etc., etc. And if you share this out, that would also be great because then more people here in Durham can find out what indeed is happening. So let's get started. Well, let me put on my specs and move my keyboard, grab my iPad, and then we're going to go to the Word page. That's the government and nonprofit information page, chock full of really great programs and services that you can use, you and your family. So go up and down the page, see what pertains to you. Go ahead and sign up. And if you're looking for places to volunteer, you can use that page for that purpose as well. So let's see. Let's see. I'm just going to mention just a couple of things. The Durham County Libraries are open until 6 tonight. And then let me make sure that. And there was a rumor out that they're going to reopen on Sundays. Let me know if you know about that. I definitely need to look into that. In fact, let me write that down because I need to check that out. Durham County Libraries Sunday. So I'll find out and I'll let you know. Okay. Oh, don't forget. Oh, while I'm at it, before I tell you about the libraries, I did, my eyes just fell upon the Durham County Board of Elections. So you can vote early today or tomorrow. And then that's it until Election Day, which is Tuesday. So where you can vote today until, let's see, today is October, let's see, Friday. Okay, so until 6. You can vote at the North Regional Library, the East Regional Library, South Regional Library, the Durham County Board of Elections. That's not downtown anymore. It's over there where the Kroger used to be, where Walmart used to be, where the Boys and Girls Club is, over in that area. And then the North Carolina Central University's Turner Law Building on Nelson Street, right off of Highway 55. So, if you need, I can tell the addresses. I was going to say go to the word page. Let me just tell you real quick. There's only 5 places. North Regional Library is at 221 Milton Road. East Regional Library is at 211 Lick Creek Lane. South Regional Library, 4505 South Austin Avenue. Durham County Board of Elections, 3825 South Roxborough Street. NCCU's Turner Law Building, 640 Nelson Street. So you can go there and vote up to 6 o'clock tonight. And then tomorrow, let's see, you can vote, let's see, tomorrow from 8 until 3. There you go. Then that's it. And then you have to wait till Election Day if you'd like to vote. I usually like to I have voted early on occasion, but I usually like the excitement of voting right there on election day. So it's all up to you and your schedule, of course. Don't forget your photo ID. You need that to vote. Okay. And you can see the various items that you can use for your photo ID right there on the, not only on the Word page, but also on the legalese page of the Durham Skywriter, durhamskywriter.com. Okay, and now let me look up the libraries and make sure I gave you accurate information. Okay, there we go. Fridays. Yes, they are all open until 6. There you go. And then Bragtown is also open until 6, but they're not open tomorrow. The libraries do open tomorrow at 9:30, except for Bragtown. Okay, and I already know there are no classes in terms of the Durham Tech Small Business Center, so I won't bother. In fact, let me just hop right over. Oh, wait a minute. Tomorrow's the first day. Durham Big Sweep starts tomorrow, as sponsored by Keep Durham Beautiful. Basically, the way it works is that volunteers help to clear litter from local parks, neighborhoods, stream and lake banks, and creek banks, and school and workplace grounds. Basically, just tidying up Durham, making it look nice. So, as a volunteer, if you like to do that, you can definitely do so. I would always have work gloves on me just in case. They usually do provide most of the tools, but you might want to wear your own work gloves. And I don't want to be gross or anything, but when you wear work gloves, very often you see people, wipe their noses with their work gloves because you do get overheated, and you have to sometimes sniff and wipe your nose and whatnot, and that's why you probably want to have your very own work gloves. Just saying, just keeping it real. Now tomorrow is the first day of the Durham Big Sweep, and the cleanups tomorrow. Let's see. The Cheek Road and East Gear Street cleanup will be from 10 until noon. So it'll be on East Gear from Cheek Road to Tobacco Road, and then on Cheek Road from Gear to Center Street. And this particular cleanup is part of the Great American Cleanup. Okay. Also, there's a cleanup at the Alston Avenue cleanup starts at the IR Homes Senior slash Campus Hills Recreation Center, 2000 South Alston Avenue. So that's from 10 until noon. I do have contact folks. You can go ahead and email or call folks if you have questions and whatnot. You can definitely do that. They don't mind at all. And then on Sunday, there's going to be three cleanups: Ellerby Trestle and Falls Lake cleanup from 8:30 until noon. So Ellerby Creek from Red Mill Road to Falls Lake. And so the pedestrians will meet at 9 at the junction of Redwood and Tom Clark. And then boaters, yes, if you have a boat, you can definitely take your boat out and have fun cleaning up. So the boaters will meet at 8:30 on Red Mill Road. So you can bring your own boat, or you can reserve one for free from Frog Hollow Outdoors, and I have the email address for that. That sounds like fun, actually. Also on Sunday, the Forest Hills Park cleanup will be from 9 until noon. Cleaning up Third Fork Creek with the Forest Hills Neighborhood Association. They'll be meeting on East Forest Hills Boulevard near the Circle at Forestwood and Briar Cliff. Last but not least, on Sunday, the South Ellerby Creek Trail cleanup from noon until 2, meeting at 804 West Trinity Avenue. They're going to be cleaning up a 1 mile stretch on the sidewalks and the trails along the South Ellerby Trail and Trinity Avenue. And I do have the email address for the person if you have questions. All righty. And like I said, usually they provide the bags, the tools. And I think they have gloves as well, but you want to bring your own glove, and don't forget to bring drinking water, because I'm guessing if you're going to be walking a mile and cleaning up and tidying up, and I don't know what else it takes to clean a trail. I'm sure it's very strenuous. It can be very strenuous. You definitely want to stay hydrated. Alrighty, so you can see the whole list actually on the word page. Just look for Keep Durham Beautiful. All right, I think that's it for this page. I mean, there's more, but I just want to keep it moving. So I'm going to now go to the To Your Health page. Let's see. Of course, there are some studies that you can participate in. Read about those on the To Your Health page. First, go to durhamskywriter.com. And I'm looking for, I remember from yesterday's show. No, yeah, no blood drives for a few days. Yeah, no blood drives for a few days. So let me just scroll down and tell you about the Health Equipment Loan Program, because they're open today. They're also known as the Health Program. It's run by the county. So basically, you donate, or you somebody donates items like wheelchairs, canes, those sort of things. I have a whole list of items right there on the To Your Health page. So that gives you an idea of what you can donate. So you make your donation, and then they disinfect, repair as necessary, and then they loan them out. So they're not like making money off of what you're giving them. So you don't have to feel bad about that, because what they're doing is that they are loaning these items out for 3 months at a time to people who otherwise can't afford them. And it's really great for people who are elderly or just out of a hospital, or they need these items and simply don't have insurance or don't have the money. So check it out. They're open 2 days a week, Tuesdays 10 to 2 and Fridays 1 to 5. They're located at 4206 North Roxborough Street, right there on the first floor. Alrighty. And let me go to the top of the page and click on the health events page and see if there are any special health events activities happening today, with it being October 3rd. Let's see. Doesn't look like it. Okay, just wanted to check. I always like to check and make sure. All right. And now, so I'm going to skip the Senior Scope page. Usually, I tell you what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, but I'm just now picking up their, they let me go to the front page here. They publish this once a month. It's really great. It's called Our Times. So I usually go through it and, transfer the information, not all of it, of course, but as much as I can, to the Senior Scope page. So you can just go to the Skywriter and just say, oh, what's happening today? It's the way it's the information is listed in the Our Times. You can't always just zero in on what's happening today, because there's different categories. So I like to put it together myself on the Senior Scope page. And I haven't finished yet. So I'm going to finish it this afternoon, right after the show, in fact. And then I'll be able to start listing, on Bull City Hangout, what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, which is at 406 Rixby Avenue, downtown. In fact, let me do this real quick, because I know they'll be showing a movie in a few minutes. They have free movies, Friday matinees at 12:30, free popcorn. So let me find it real quick. Let me see. Where's the movie matinee calendar? Page 10. Alrighty, let's see. Page 10. There it is. Okay. So I don't know if you realize, on Mondays they have movie matinees, and then on Fridays as well. And they have their own theater. So they're showing E.T. today. Ooh, that's a good movie. I haven't seen the whole thing. So at 12:30 this afternoon, you can go. Again, it's 406 Rixby Avenue, downtown, free parking. Yeah, you might want to tiptoe in real quick and see the extraterrestrial ET. That is today, starting at 12:30. Then it says October 10th. It's closed. DCSL is closed on. What's going? Do we have a holiday I don't know about? October. I guess maybe they're closed for maintenance or something, but we're going to worry about that next week. We're going to worry about this week. So today it is the extraterrestrial. And then on Monday, which is the 6th, they'll be showing Going Varsity in Mariachi. I don't know that one. Okay. And now let us continue with let's see. Let's go to the Let's Go calendar of events page. And again, I apologize for not going to the. Actually, you can go to the Durham Center for Senior Life website. I think it's dcslnc.org. You can actually go online and go through this same schedule that I just showed you. They have the same thing online. So let's go now to the Let's Go page, the calendar of events page. And then that'll be it for today. and get comfortable. There we go. After I do the weather, then that'll be it for today. I've got a very, 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 very full afternoon. Let's see. Oh, I passed by the third. Today's the third. There it is. Okay. So going on right now, in fact, is it just started a few minutes ago, the Friday co-working and networking social. And it's at the Glass Jug Beer Lab, the one that's downtown, 545 Foster Street. Just to let you know, they do this on Fridays. If you missed out on today, then just know that they do this on Fridays where entrepreneurs, freelancers, and remote workers who are usually working in isolation, maybe you're getting lonely, tired of being inside all the time. Well, they have set aside a space. You can go to the Glass Jug Beer Lab with your laptop or whatever, do your usual work on a Friday between noon and 4, end your work week there. And then from 4 until 5, you're making new friends, meeting the day's co-workers and making friends and talking about what you do and alleviating some of that loneliness, because after all, loneliness can be actually painful if it goes for too long. So they're doing a good thing. I think it's a great idea. And they used to have a co-working at that spot on Ramsar. I think it was the Durham Bottling Company, I think it's called. But hey, Roxanne is here. TGIF indeed. How are you, Roxanne? It's a little airish, little slightly cool here in Durham. And I suppose if you're being just west of us, it's probably even cooler. But happy to see you here, Roxanne. Indeed. Let us know about your next interview. I was just telling, where was I? Oh, I was at a community dinner at Elizabeth Street, UMC this week. I was talking to a gentleman. We were talking about, I think he works with artists who are visually impaired. And I told him about the gentleman you interviewed. And he was like, wait a minute, he's totally blind and he's an artist? Yes. So yeah, we were talking about that. So I encouraged him and his friend to check out your show and check out your YouTube channel. And while I'm mentioning it, it's Seizure the Day NC YouTube channel, and that is Roxanne Davenport's channel. She interviews interesting people and teaches us about epilepsy. There you go. Okay, we continue. Let's see. Oh, New Visions of Africa restaurant. I'm going to say usually on weekdays they distribute meals for people who are struggling between 3 and 6. They're located at 1306 Fayetteville Street. I drove by there. I was just going down Fayetteville Street yesterday. It was between 3 and 6 and they weren't open. So I don't know if Kasib is not feeling well or whatever. But yeah, you might want to, if you have a car, you might want to hop on the bus and go down there and then find out they're not open. But hopefully you can get a ride from someone and see if they're open and get a free dinner between 3 and 6. I I just don't want to encourage people to hop on the bus and spend too much time going down. At least bus fare is free, so at least you wouldn't be wasting money if they're not open. But still, I know it's very frustrating when you're hungry and you go somewhere and what's promised isn't available. So I do wish Kasib the best. I hope he's okay. But they definitely were not open yesterday afternoon. I'm just going to say that they're ordinarily open at 1306 Fayetteville Street between 3 and 6 to give away food. And I hope everything's good. And Roxanne is saying, cool. So it's probably cool where Roxanne is as well. It's gonna warm up a little tomorrow though, I think. We'll be checking the weather in a second. Okay. Oh, Lojo's tonight. So singer and guitarist Stephen Munoz, he will be leading Lojo, which is Log Off. Jam on. This is at the outdoor venue, Boxyard RTP, 900 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. It's an open air space. You can join Mr. Munoz on stage. I've heard him do some great R&B during COVID, playing his guitar and singing. So he's doing the same on Boxyard. I don't know if he only does R&B. I have no idea. Maybe I need to. I went to Lojo, I think, once, and it was only for a few minutes because I was on my way somewhere else. But anyway, check it out. That one time that I did spend a few minutes at Boxyard during Lojo, someone brought a one of those wild is an old-fashioned European instrument where you crank the handle and the music comes out. So sometimes people just want to show off, and I love it. I love it. So if you have one of those wild instruments, or you just want to hop on stage and join Stephen and just do some nice music, you can definitely do that. And it's free, totally free, free to attend, free to sit and enjoy, free to participate. Just know that there are restaurants right all around you. So if you get hungry, you might want to buy a little something. Okay, it's line dancing with Jitterbug at the Edison Johnson Recreation Center, 500 West Murray Avenue. That is from 6 until 8. It's $4, and it's 3 for seniors. Durham Parks and Recreation, they're hosting the annual Dance the Night Away Monster Bash for adults. Well, it's age 16 plus, for people with disabilities. This will be in the gym. Usually it's in the Lyon Park Auditorium. Lyon Park is at 1309 Halley Street. But because of another event that I'll be mentioning in a second, we'll be playing in the gym, or rather dancing. I'll be playing as DJ Pitty Pat. So I'll be playing, but everybody else will be dancing. Also, they're going to have food there too. So I hope you already registered because they want to make sure they have enough food for everybody. So I do hope that you registered already. And I think it's $4 activity fee because this is a Durham Parks and Recreation program. And you are more than welcome to wear your Halloween costume. I don't know if they're going to have an actual contest, but it's still encouraged because, after all, this is in celebration of Halloween. Okay, now this is the last Durham Central Park playlist concert, the last of the season. It's usually first Friday. With the weather getting cooler, this is it. So you can enjoy Magnolias. Magnolias is singer-songwriter and accordionist Marcella Simeon and singer-songwriter and fiddle player Ann Harris. And together they are Magnolias. So you can get to the park, Durham Central Park, 501 Foster Street, around 6:30-ish. Get settled. DJ Travis Gales from WNCU 90.7 FM. He'll be there starting it off with some great music, usually his Friday mix. And then the concert starts at 7. So you'll enjoy Magnolias. And let me tell you what they play. They play American roots and folk music. So it should be really nice and wholesome. And then after Magnolias, DJ Travis Gales comes back, and there's a park-wide dance party. So yeah, so wear comfortable shoes. Don't forget your lawn chair, your blanket. Now, it rained recently, and if you already know that the land doesn't percolate well at Durham Central Park because there was actually a building there, and they never dug up the whole building. The basement is still underground, so it doesn't having to percolate well. When it rains, it remains wet for a little while. So if you're gonna lie on your blanket, get one of those tarps, like from Walmart, Dollar Tree, or whatever, and or Harbor, what's it called, Harbor Freight, and then put your blanket on top and get comfy. So it's free, and you know how it is in downtown Durham. Wherever there's people, there's food trucks. So if you're bringing your kids with you or your grandkids, have a few dollars because once they spot the food trucks, that's all they're going to focus on until until you give in. I know how it is. Okay, now there's a big event happening tonight. It's the West End Community Foundation, their 2025 Fall Fundraiser. That is tonight. It is at the Lion Park Recreation Center, 1309 Halley Street. Now, this is going to be in the auditorium. So there's two events going on. So you're going to see some people dressed up and some people in Halloween costumes. Don't be confused because there's two events going on at the same time. I don't know if this has ever happened where two big landmark events happen at the same time at Lion Park. But I guess we'll see. And I'm sure they can handle it. Their staff is fantastic. So the fundraiser is tonight from 7 until 9 in the auditorium of Lion Park, celebrating the history of the West End and the West End uh, the whole community and the school. Of course, Lion Park used to be a school. My mom, my uncle, my aunt all went to Lion Park, and their friends, they went to Lion Park as well. Not all of them, but some of them went to Lion Park. Because my folks actually lived over by American Tobacco. I think they were one of only two black families over there, so they couldn't go to the school, whatever school that was over there, so they had to walk over to Lion Park. And their cultural life was Lion Park and Hayti. All right, let's see. They're going to have they're going to celebrate the history of the West End community and Lion Park High School. Live jazz orchestra. Okay, Musu's part of this, so if you know Musu, jazz is going to be in there some kind of way. Vocal performances, desserts, coffee, tea, and a program highlighting Ms. Victoria Joyner Phillips. So this should be a really beautiful event, and you can call Melissa Bradley. I have her phone number right here. You can get more information. If you haven't bought your ticket yet, if they're not sold out, you can get one real quick for tonight. The Tobacco Road Tours, they're hosting their Durham Dark and Mysterious Ghost Tour, meeting at Major the Bull in CCB Plaza. You meet at 7:30 tonight, and then you'll be walking about 1.5 miles, and you'll be out there until like 9:15. So it might be a little intense for little ones. So age 8+ only, please. So you'll be hearing the ghost stories, and it might get a little intense for the little ones. So anyway, the tickets are 20, 16 for young people ages 8 to 14, and you can click right there on the link and get your purchase if they're not sold out already. Now, Wheels Durham at 715 North Hoover Road, they're going to have Durham Family Night Skate tonight from 6 until 8:30. Admission for skaters is $8, so you're saving money. It's almost cut in half. So take everybody go skating. You can rent skates if you don't own skates. Might be a good idea to invest in some skates if you plan to go to Wheels Durham a lot. So if you're a non-skater and you're an adult, you will be paying $4. And there's a couple more rules that you can read by going to go to DurhamSkyWriter.com and then go to the Let's Go page. Let's see what's happening tomorrow morning. The October Cars and Coffee, that's at Road Scholars, love the pun, 5425 Page Road from 8 until 11. Yes, they get up early to look at cars. So if you like cars and you like popping the hoods and trunks or whatever and looking at the engines and the motors and the carburetors and fan belts or whatever, definitely do so. Tomorrow, they're celebrating Everything Pink in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness. So thumbs up for that. I very much appreciate that. Of course, it is free, and I have a link to the Facebook page if you need more info. Durham Central Park is the home of the Durham Farmers Market tomorrow from 8 until noon. And the South Durham Farmers Market also 8 until noon at Hub RTP 500 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. At both of the farmers markets, if you use Snap EBT, you can double your money. You swipe your card at the manager's table, and then they give you these wooden tokens, these dollar coins, so to speak, and literally double the amount of money that you're going to spend. I love that. Also, if you use WIC, stop by the manager's table and you can, I don't know if you get the same deal, but you do get a great deal and some free food because they want you to definitely introduce your young folks, your kids, to fresh produce and good eating. Now, the Durham Craft Market, they share Durham Central Park with the Durham Farmers Market, so they're also out there from 8 until noon. Now, Keep Durham Beautiful, I think I told you about their, this is just a reminder that Keep Durham Beautiful, they're going to have, start off the, the cleanups, the neighborhood cleanups. And I have all the information that you need on the Word page and also on the Let's Go page. Okay, let's see. Let me refresh this page and make sure I have the very latest. I just want to make sure. Let me scroll down again to October 4th. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. I am going to be taking part in an event I want to tell you about. Let's see. It doesn't start until noon, but so I'll mention it now. I'll be mentioning it during my show tomorrow as well. The Southside Church of Christ, 800 Elmira Avenue. They're going to be hosting Bless the Block Party. That's going to be lots of fun tomorrow from noon until 4. So they're going to have fun for the entire family, food, games, music, vendors, information. So I'll be there passing out some information for senior pharmacists, giveaways, and more at this free event. I went to that church for the first time yesterday to get information, and I didn't realize how big it. Oh my goodness! I've been down Elmira, but I always turn at the school to go to Highway 55. And I've never gone. I've never continued down Elmira from Fayetteville Street, and yeah, big church. Also, I didn't know they had their own school, and I heard it is a fabulous school. So if you have little ones, I think their school is pre-K through, I forget if they said fourth or fifth grade. I forget. But anyway, I heard this really, really incredible. I ran into a friend there picking up their granddaughter, and yeah, I didn't know. So I'll be able to tell you more tomorrow about what's happening on the weekend. Now I might have to do Bull City Hangout early tomorrow because the folks at at the church for the event, um, they said to get there by 9:30. But as you know, Bull City Hangout on Saturdays is at 10. So I might have to either be slightly late setting up or I might have to do the show early. So I'm going to give give them a call and find out because I do want to do the show tomorrow because there's so much going on this weekend. I want you to know about everything. So there you go. That is it. Now let's check the weather. Let me put my little iPad right here. And that, wait, it's in the way. Let me put it down here. All righty. There we go. And now let's check. Wait, first let's set up the weather. Because you know I like my little intro. There we go. Now, it's 70. Okay, I thought it felt a little cool. Okay, it's 70 right now. Partly cloudy, and I'm happy to see the sun coming out. That's wonderful. Oh, it looks like we're going to have a sunny afternoon. Nice. Okay, so right now it's partly cloudy, but after 1 o'clock, it looks like it's going to be sunny all day until sunset, which is 6:55. Clear night. Okay. Today's high 74. Not bad at all for a beautiful fall day. It's actually perfect. Now there's a lot going on tomorrow, so let's see what the weather is tomorrow. Tomorrow sunny.